What is up, guys? Flossy Missiles here. In today's video, I'm at my uncle Scott's house, and here's his Syncro. We're finally gonna do a full tour of this thing. It's all done and ready and been driven around for the past couple months now. And we're also gonna do another video on showing his new Syncro. We're gonna ask him some questions about Syncros and that whole thing. His truck, he just sanded down. Let me see if I get hit. And he's got like a bunch of blue coming through it now and teal and stuff. This thing looks super cool. And he picked up a Westfalia, which is under here. So he's got a bunch of van projects, so let's catch up with him. What's up, Mr. Van Junkie? So on the last video out here, we were talking about what kind of engine Scott was gonna go with, and he was thinking maybe diesel, but let's see what he ended up with. Oh snap. What are we looking at here, Scott?
It's 2011 2.5.
Nice. So you got some power.
Yeah, it goes pretty good.
Yeah, I can imagine a 2.5.
A little more torquey than the other earlier Subaru motors. It's 170 foot-pounds of torque at 4,000 RPMs. Man, this came out really nice. And so this right here is the, what, drive-by-wire system? Yeah, that's the drive-by-wire. I mounted it up in here out of the way. Usually some people mount it in here or on the manifold. That's such a cool way just to do it right there. Easy to work on, and threw the fuel filter underneath it just for now. I might put the Subaru stock setup over in here. And if you didn't know what you were looking at, you could look at this and be like, this looks like the engine it came with. This looks factory. It's like the LS of Volkswagen motors. Of the VW world. And so this is a 90? The Vanagon's 89. 89? Okay. Man. Yeah, this almost could look factory. Was all the stuff they pre-sell, like the power steering stuff? Yeah, that power steering from small car. Actually, the bracket is from small car for the throttle. Okay. Oil pan, lower oil pan from small car as well. Oh. And then I've got a Rocky Mountain Westy engine mount, and then I got a Kennedy exhaust and Kennedy adapter plate flywheel, and actually a stage 2 clutch. Wow, nice. And when you do the Syncro conversion, they say the Syncro motor sits a little bit low, or on Syncros they sit lower? Yeah, it's about 2 inches lower. Okay. Is it noticeable when you're putting it in? Like, is it just because the engine bar, or how does that, is it because of the transmission, the way it sits? Yeah, it's because of the drive shaft for the transmission, so you can't really tell, I mean, that much if you just looked at it. But, yeah, it does drop down. Okay, cool. Well, man, it's cool to see this thing all together and done. Put a decoupler on there as well. You did? Yeah. Oh, right on. So you could take it out of four-wheel drive? Yeah, so you lock the front end in or out. Dang. Probably helps with fuel economy being unlocked, right? So they say. This looks so good now that it's all done. I mean, it looked good before. How many miles do you have on the swap? I don't know, let me check. Look at all this. It's so rad. 765. 765 miles, man. You're putting some miles on this thing, dude. You're going far. It all looks like brand new under there still. That's insane. All your fuel stuff looks crazy. And it's lifted or it's not lifted? Yeah, it's lifted. It's a Trailmaster lift. Trailmaster lift, how high is it? Or what's the gains? 1.5 inches, 2 inches? I think it's like 1.5 inches to 1.75 inches. Wow, okay. It definitely looks a lot taller than mine, that's for sure. Drive it, just working on this other one. Second Syncro. And yeah, I love it. Cool. He's using it. So everything's functioning on it? Everything's working. Still have a couple codes to figure out, but I don't think they'll go away, so I'll just live with them for now. Yeah, if you don't got a check engine light, you got nothing to worry about, right? Yeah. It's rad. Your paint came out super nice. So you ended up painting one door, you said, or something like that? Yeah, just the door and the back panel. Yeah, it looks insane. It looks some signatures on it. It looks nice. Hey, dude, the paint match is like so close. Man, look how nice all this plastic is. Did you replace the grill? It just was like that. No, I just cleaned it up. Man, black is like super black. Dude, this looks all new under here. So subframe, is it powder coated or painted? Powder. Dude, went the extra mile. It's so cool. All these things are different colors, all this polyurethane stuff. And when I drove, you could tell how tight everything is. But man, that came out so sick. Dang. Axles look good too. Diff is that, oh, it's not solid mounted, is it? It has that little bushing on top. It has 2 bushings, yeah. Okay. One in the back and one in the front. I was gonna say, if that thing's solid, that thing would rattle your teeth out probably if it was solid. Look at that drive shaft, so funny to see under a van. South African brakes.
Are those bigger?
Yeah.
Right on.
I think every bushing and everything on the whole front end is all brand new.
Look at this too.
These are Van Cafe radiator hoses. They're pretty sweet.
Yeah, those look nice.
They're longer too, so you can put a bigger spare tire in there.
Scott was just telling me about this. What'd you call it? A vacuum canister?
Yeah.
And that actuates the differentials and whatnot. But I had one of these vacuum canisters on my Volkswagen Rabbit. I always wondered what it was. I was like, what the heck is this thing? Here's that decoupler he was talking about, to go westy decoupler. He's saying it's run like 900 bucks, right?
Yeah.
It's worth it though, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I think 250 for a core change, so.
Ends up being a little bit cheaper. I just interviewed Scott a little bit about Syncros and the whole conversion process and whatnot. He's gonna give us a little tour of what he's got going on now. He's picked up quite a collection over here. Yeah. So what do we got going on over here?
This is my 86 I just picked up.
Woo!
Plans to convert it to a Westie, maybe, or just put the Carrot interior in it.
Okay, wait, so this is a Syncro as well?
Yeah.
Wow. Dude, what a score.
Yeah, that's two. I'm a hoarder now.
Dude, he's got, there's one, there's two. This one's the Beauty, and this one's the soon-to-be Beauty?
Yeah.
Wow.
This was the 7,000.
Look, this is how you can tell it's a Syncro. Look at this. There's no gas right here. There's no gas cap. Wow. Factory AC.
Not bad.
Smells like a Vanagon.
90,000 miles.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow. How crazy is that?
So it had some little rust spots up in here. I patched.
It looks good.
This one.
Wow.
A little before the rain patch, so I haven't sanded anything out or anything.
Okay, yeah.
But it's pretty much all metal. All the patches.
Man, it came out nice. Oh, you yanked the engine out of this one.
Pulled the motor out.
It looks so weird to see a drive shaft going on in there. Wow. Man, you cleaned it up.
So I cleaned up all the rust.
New plastic pieces and everything?
Went through the gas tank, seals, straps. The gas tank was just in there. It was like there was nothing holding it.
Oh my gosh.
It was so funny. It was just sitting in there.
Just hovering.
And then there was some little spot rust in here and a little section I had to patch down there, which was rusted out.
How weird. What sits back in here? Just the air cleaner, isn't it?
Yeah, air cleaner.
Huh. I wonder why that would rust. Man. Yeah, you did a good job. This thing looks clean. So what are your plans for this one? You said convert it to a Westfalia?
Thinking maybe. I'm not sure. I have a nice Westie over here, which...
Yeah, he's got another new van under the cover.
I'm tempted to cut it up, but it's so nice, and the guy kept it pretty well. So. I don't know.
It's a hard decision, I understand. But yeah, this thing's straight, dude. What a score.
This is a new piece.
Where'd you get this from?
Got that from California Imports.
California Imports, right on.
Yeah. Sold me a whole panel. This is patched in too.
I noticed it's hard to find Vanagon metal. It's like easier to find.
It's cheap.
Is it?
Yeah, this was so cheap. This was like 23 bucks.
Seriously?
The other panel
20 bucks
was like 35 for a huge panel.
Man.
Full length panel. That just cut to pieces.
I noticed it's easier to find bay window metal than Vanagon metal. Maybe I wasn't looking in the right place. Get a little look at this one. It's another one he picked up. The unveiling. What year is this one?
This, I think it's an 88.
An 88. Okay, we're undercover here. There we go. So it is a West. You can see the pop top on it. Same color interior as yours. Well, as your Syncro. Wow, really clean. Wow, this thing's really clean. You weren't joking. Interior's nice on it.
Yeah, it's not too bad. The guy put a bunch of little holes everywhere, mounting all these little brackets everywhere.
Yeah.
So I'll have to put some new skins on there, but I mean, it's not too bad.
No, totally, yeah. This thing's, it's got an auxiliary battery setup too. That's cool.
Yeah. He has some trick stuff here on there. It's brand new, well, 10,000 miles on the engine and tranny.
Wow.
So it's all been redone. I got it from the mechanic that actually built the motor and tranny, and he knows his stuff. So.
Accident?
No, I mean it's all just the skin. And then the cracked bumper impact zone.
All the structural stuff is still good. wonder what kind of paint they use. It's thick.
I know. That was like spray paint and stuff. Rattle can pro paint job.
Huh. So what's in front of this? The condenser usually?
Yeah, if it's got AC, yeah.
Okay. Scott's got parts everywhere. Check out the Syncro tranny. It's so trippy to see this on a Volkswagen. And he's got motor over there. He's got a motor over here. He's got stuff everywhere. He's got like rebuilding axle station over here. Scott's trusting me to drive his Syncro, so we'll see how this goes.
All right, have fun, burn rubber. Take it to the limit.
Take it to the limit.
That sounds a little different.
Doesn't sound like a Volkswagen. Okay, so I don't gotta be worried about going into like, is there super low on this or how does that work?
You don't have to go to low, just skip the low gear.
Okay, so I don't gotta worry about that.
Just go first, second. Don't worry about pushing down for low if you want to go to low. If you want to go 4-by. If you want to go off-road, pull the knobs out and it'll lock you into all-wheel drive.
All this stuff works.
Everything works. If you want me to get the digital display out, I can plug in my iPad. It's all
It's even got power steering on it. Whoa!
Do you know what you're doing?
Thing had a lot more power than I thought. First impressions, the model's very touchy compared to my other Vanagon, or my Vanagon. Go up here. This clutch is so short. Okay, so if you drive anyone else's bus that's not yours, it always takes a second to get used to everything. And this one, it drives really nice, but the shifting is a lot tighter than mine. It's like kind of hard to get used to, and the clutch is very short. So I'm still getting used to it, so forgive me. I did a burnout in reverse right in front of Scott. Probably like questioning why you let me borrow his van now. We're going up a hill. Definitely way more power than mine because I'm barely touching the throttle right now. Just from what I could tell, it's like super tight to drive. It drives like almost like a new car. He said third gear might have a little bit of a chirp, a little bit of an issue going in, but nothing too crazy. But right away I could tell this clutch is super heavy. I think he said it's a stage 2 clutch even, so yeah, big clutch. But nothing I can't handle. That's super low on this transmission, as you can see this one right here. But that's pretty much just for off-roading.
Oh, speed racer.
Feels good. Subaru 2.5. It's a lot better than my 1.9. Can you believe that? A 1.9 in the biggest van. The funnier part is we have no idea where we're going or where we're at in Syncro Mini. But just try not to kill anyone. Alright, well that's when I'm gonna wrap it up for today's video. Big shouts out to Scott, aka Van Junkie, for letting me drive his Syncro around town. This thing is a pretty sweet ride, and it's pretty cool that he finished the whole thing. It's not one of those projects that just sat around. But like I said, thank you for watching this week's video. If you liked it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more car content. Adios, amigo.